Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin Bees and I'm a wife. I am a mom of two and I'm somebody that spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing, healed my way out of it, which is how I found human design and essentially aligned with myself. And you might be feeling a different type of energy and from me today, right now, in this moment. And it's because I'm really excited about this video that you guys are about to watch. Before we get going, please make sure that you are following me on Instagram. I'm starting to do a little more on TikTok, so you can follow me there. That's going to be linked in the video description. And just remember that anything I talk about on my channel is based on my experience. It's a part of my story. And yeah. We're just going to leave it at that. Today's video is very special. It's actually a collaboration with the beautiful Julie Jo. So I would love for you guys to also go to her video, give her a thumbs up as well after you do that here, and drop her some comments and stuff. And we had such a good time filming this video. So leave us your comments. Make sure that you've subscribed to both of our channels if you haven't already. Make sure you turn the little bell notification on. We have like a series planned of different things, and this is the first one. So we are going to talk about the I don't know, I've heard like so many different terms: $15,000 giveaway, $20,000 giveaway, $25,000 giveaway. Like I don't know, but we are going to talk about that today. And if you stick around to the end, there's something very special that we have created, and I'll just leave it at that. Okay, so stick around to the end and enjoy the video that I was able to create with Julie Jo. I hope you guys love it, and I will see you soon.
I would quickly like to mention that yes, this video is not the way we want it to be set up. We want it to be side by side of us talking instead of back and forth speaker view, but we will get that dealt with next time, so we still hope you enjoy it. Erin, what just happened to my words? Hold on.
Wait, hold on. Don't do anything. Can you hear this?
No.
It was sitting by the mic and I was like, I wonder if this is like an ASMR thing. Sorry.
I love it. No, I love it. Welcome to our video. We are very pumped for this. We have been waiting to do this video all week, preparing for it. We've met a couple of times, and today's the day.
Today is the day.
Yes, it's a good day. If you're watching this video, I encourage you to stay through the whole thing because we have something fun at the end of the video for you to watch. It's a compilation of something.
It's very special.
Very special. We're not going to give it away because we don't go to the end of the video and try to watch it right now. Please. It's worth the wait.
Yes.
Just stay through.
But comment below and let us know what you think it is.
Yeah, what do you think the compilation is at the end? I feel like it's not going to be hard to guess, but anyway, so people watching, some of y'all are Erin subs, some of you are my subs, so I'll introduce myself, my background in multi-level marketing, and Erin will do the same for those watching. So my name's Julie Jo, and I just started doing anti-MLM creation, education, whatever you want to call it, back in April is when I started, and it's because I had a video that went viral on TikTok. I was in Arbonne. It's one of the, Arbonne's one of those big ones that people know about, right? Like Monet and Monet's, whatever you want to call it. And
you pronounce that, I don't know.
Paparazzi and Pruvit, Moder. Those are like people have heard of those. Herbalife. Arbonne's one of those. So in 13 months in Arbonne, I hit I qualified for the top 2% of the company. I had qualified for a trip. So I was one of those young 23, 24-year-olds that people were like, oh my gosh, like the upline, my upline, top leader of business was like trying to train me up to get to the top of the company with her and be some young girl on her team at the top of the company. Once I qualified for the 2%, I realized that something was off when I got into this like leadership position. I stepped into it. If you want to hear more about the details about the story, I have an entire YouTube video on it. I'm not going to go into it all completely. But I definitely feel as though I stepped into a cult once that happened. It was super shady, and I saw what people had told me, because I had people that tried to tell me to leave, don't join an MLM, get out of there. And then I kind of saw what they were talking about. And that's when I was like, well, I guess maybe I should look at anti-MLM stuff. Maybe they're not all uneducated like everyone in MLMs used to tell me they were. So that's a little bit about my experience and why I left. Erin?
Yeah,
I love your story.
Oh, thank you. I love yours. I didn't know that you went viral and on TikTok, and that's why you started creating this content. I think that's awesome. I didn't know that. And we talk like every day. So that's cool. My name is Erin Bees. I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing. I was a part of Slumber Parties, Pure Romance, also Arbonne. I was a part of Modere, Love Winks, and then finally Pruvit. I left this July, healed my way through it. And now I am speaking out on all of the things that are not right, in my opinion. I was a car earner in the company. I was in the top 0.38%. I was considered a leader. I don't know. Yeah, I was considered a leader. I did a lot of training. I did a lot of teaching. I did a lot of mentoring. And the reason that I left is because no matter what I did, how many programs I rolled out, how much time I spent, the formula does not allow people to move forward. So I realized that all these things that I was doing and saying and just participating in were not really about helping people move forward. And I ethically am not okay with being a part of a model that actually hurts people. So healed my way out of it. And here we are.
We love that. We love that you're here.
I remember you here. It feels good. It feels right.
Yeah, doesn't it? I remember you talking to me and you were like, I don't want to like be out in the anti-MLM world. I'm just going to support you all from the sideline and like your stuff and comment. But here you are, and you have a YouTube that's successful, and Instagram, TikTok, and it's super cool to see you flourish, honestly. Like, it just seems like you are really in your zone.
Yeah. Thank you for that. I feel like it's happening so fast, because when I first reached out to you and was just like, I don't know, man, like, can I help? Just give information. Can I just like help you with that? And I just felt this urge to just get louder and louder. And if you guys want to know more about my story, then I also have an anti-MLM playlist. I did a video on, why I left after 13 and a half years. I have a Pruvit deep dive, I have a car bonus, like all of that stuff. So just, binge on both of our content. That's what I want to say.
Yes, and I'm excited for this video today. We're stoked, honestly. And before we get started, I think that the best person to explain this video we're going to do is Erin. So Erin, if you want to talk a little bit about what this video is about, that'd be awesome.
Yes, I would love to. How many of you guys have seen the $20,000 giveaway that the Empire is doing? Raise your hand. Okay, me too. I'm seeing it everywhere on all of the platforms, and we'll kind of talk about that here in just a second. But essentially what it is, in my opinion, is a bait and switch. We'll talk about that a little bit more later. But here's how the giveaway works. They've got a group called Simple Proven Results. They're posting on Instagram or whatever social media platforms talking about, hey, you can get entered into this giveaway. It's totally free, no purchase necessary. And by the way, when somebody says no purchase necessary, to me, that just looks shady. Like, I'm like, okay, no purchase necessary, but what do I have to do? Because typically there is something that you have to do, right? So you get put into this group. And from what I have heard from sources that I will always protect, is that they are doing posts or lives or things like that multiple times a day. I've heard that they're doing it on the hour, every hour. And it's
all day long.
All day long.
And all night? Like
24/7? Yeah. And basically what they're going to be talking about is like the products, the business opportunity, their stories, and all of those things. And it's just, in my opinion, a manipulation tactic. So in the live, there's going to be, there's going to be a code word that they have to comment. in the comments in order to get entered into the drawing. But here's the thing, in order for your customers to even be eligible, the promoter that the customers are kind of attached to, I hate using that word because people are not property. However, in order for those customers to be eligible to win, they have to pay $20. So allegedly, Jessie Lee is putting like $10,000 of prizes up, with this. And then the rest of the prizes are basically being paid for by the promoters that are paying to play. Because that's essentially what this is. Don't you think,
Yeah.
Julie Jo?
Oh, for sure. A pay to play thing.
Yeah. You got to pay to play. And we'll talk about, like, we're going to punch some holes in this whole thing and
just a debunk.
Oh, it's a debunk. Yes, that's happening. So allegedly they're going to be going live every hour on the hour or posting multiple times a day. And it's really just about getting you to buy ketones or to join the team. They have these giveaways. There's going to be, I guess, multiple winners a day. And the promoters that do buy in on the pay to play are going to be getting some kind of a bonus exclusive training with Eric Worre. And I know that you definitely have some opinions about Eric Worre, don't you, Julia Jo? Like,
I have many opinions about Eric Worre, and hope to share my many opinions soon with the world on YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm very excited for the day that happens.
Me too. I can't wait to see what you put together. So, do you have the dates on this on the training?
I do. So, I feel like this is a perfect time.
Not training, giveaway. Sorry, giveaway.
Yeah, no worries. I feel like this is a perfect time that we've created this video and made it and allowed everyone to see it on YouTube, because the dates are October 29th through the 31st. So it's happening that whole Halloween weekend, but the closing for promoters to pay for their customers is today.
Oh, snap.
Friday, the 22nd.
So let me just say, don't do the giveaway. Okay.
The giveaway.
Don't. And if you're in it, just send us the screenshots.
We love a good source.
we love a confidential informant.
Well, the many that we have. I'm serious. It's nuts. For people in multi-level marketing companies like Jessie Lee to think they can get away with stuff is hilarious. It's very funny.
Yeah, accurate. So the group that they're going to want to add you into is called Simple Proven Results. And the thing that's interesting, I don't know what's going on with my eyes, so just bear with me, guys. The thing that's interesting about this group is that it was created in 2017 as a free resource. So, like, when you think of the keto community, this was supposed to be a free resource, not like I'm going to pitch you every hour on the product and the opportunity. And I'll talk about that a little bit later. But it is happening in this group, whereas before they did a Christmas in July. And let us know in the comments if you saw that one too. They did a Christmas in July, but they were adding them into a separate group. So this time around, they're actually putting it in Simple Proven Results, which is where everybody's customers get added. This is a part of their systems. They have a group, and typically there's a post that goes up and they're like, hey, what do you know? It could be whatever. Trying to create curiosity. People comment, then they're like, I'll DM you. Like, you guys have all seen that. I know you've seen that, Julie Jo, right? And so then you get into the messenger and it's like, hey girl, what do you know about keto NAD and ketosis? And then it's like, oh, let me add you to the group or whatever. And then this is the group that they're adding, and it's called Simple Proven Results.
How many people are in that group?
There's over 600,000. Hold on, and I can actually tell you exactly.
Oh my God. Because I'm just thinking, since 2017, the amount of people they've had to add into that group, if they're adding everyone.
Yeah, it's promoters.
A customer or could potentially be. And like you said, bait and switch, that is just the perfect example of one.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, hey, and you've mentioned this to me before, Erin. You see it as like or promoters put it on as like hey, this is a great place for people who like keto and they don't want to be harassed by keto coaches that tell you one way and this way. Like, it's a very safe place. But in reality, they just want you to buy ketones.
Yeah, they promote it like, oh, you're not going to be judged. And there's no keto police here, because in a lot of the keto groups that are on Facebook, they don't want anything to do with ketones. So in the rules of their group, it'll say no MLMs. And if you do, if you post anything about it or whatever, even if it's a roundabout way, like, hey, I'm doing a keto kitchen, and then they find out later on your page that you're posting like the special, you get blocked from those groups.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I have seen that in some groups. So, Erin, for those who don't know what a bait and switch is, can you just simplify it?
Yes. So I don't have the exact definition. However, we are all pretty familiar with the timeshare scams, I guess. So a bait and switch to me is where you are promised one thing. So the timeshare example, hey, you can win this Apple iPad if you come and listen to this thing, and you're there for hours, and it's all about the timeshare, and then you go and you get into the drawing for the iPad or whatever.
Yeah.
But you don't really hear about people winning it. You know what I mean? That's a bait and switch. And that's what's happening, in my opinion, in this group, in Simple Proven Results, is there are all these challenges. There are all these things that we've done because I've participated in it. Like I helped make the group in 2017, you know? And so they have all these challenges that is tugging on the heartstrings of people looking for community, that are looking for support. They're looking for people that are keto, that are looking for recipes. There's a lot of recipes in this group. And so it's like, and guides, but then there's also the products and mention of the business opportunity, which is done in a completely different group. So it's a bait and switch. You have the giveaway. Hey, it's free to enter. You could win this. Some of the prizes are like a MacBook and like Nest thermostats. And I heard something about the possibility of a Peloton and, you know, all of this stuff. And you get into this group, you get pitched with the products, the business opportunity, and all of these things, and you're listening to it. You put the code word, but that's a bait and switch, I guess, the long version of explaining that.
Yeah. It's like when I watch their TikToks, and I'll show you TikTok right here of Jessie Lee's, right? This is the one that she's posted on TikTok, obviously. And everyone's followed the same thing. I've seen multiple ones from people in Pruvit. They don't mention anything about Pruvit or ketones or anything. It's just like, hey, we have a big ass giveaway. Come join. It's free to join.
Do you think that people in MLMs do that because they're trying to, do you think it's information control from the bite model?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because they're going to get the information. They don't even know they're going to get the information, but they're going to get it before they have the opportunity to even look it up.
Yeah.
You know, something that I experienced in Arbonne was they wanted me to get the person on the phone right then and there. They wanted me to give the information to the person right then and there. They did not want the person to have the opportunity to go and look up on YouTube or even Google Arbonne. They didn't want that to happen. They wanted the information to come from the people in the company.
How crazy is that? They wanted you to get on the phone like right then and there. Like,
yeah. It was extremely stressful too.
I bet.
Yeah, especially for someone who doesn't like to be on the phone.
I think the majority, like, let us know in the comments. Do y'all like getting on the phone? I don't like getting on the phone. Send me a text. Don't call me.
Yeah, please text me. Don't call me. I probably won't answer, and then I'll say, sorry, I was on the toilet. If I've done that, please know I love you and I'm sorry. If someone's watching this right now going, she's done
that to me.
Bitch. Sorry.
Oh my God.
But so I was thinking, you know, why? So we kind of explained this, but like, why would they do this? Well, the whole reason for this big giveaway isn't to like give away cool prizes and to be kind and loving. It's to get people to join Pruvit. I mean, it's that simple. It's to grow that group, the Simple Proven Results group, which 600,000 people. How disorganized. I just feel like that group has to be very overwhelming.
It is very overwhelming. There's so much information and there's so many pictures. And you know what? Kind of on a side tangent, I was actually talking to a friend of mine, and their whole posture is not weight loss, it's fat loss. Like, it's the whole kind of double speak thing that we see in cults.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is, and I used to do this too, is if it's not about weight loss, why all the before and after pictures? If it's really about energy and focus, why all the before and after pictures? Because that is the manipulation of people, women specifically, that are not happy with their bodies for whatever reason, stress, COVID, quarantine, having babies, just all of the, like, their bodies just changing as they get older, hormones and all of this stuff. And it's like, they are preying on those people. So if it's really not about weight loss, why are we posting, or they, me, I used to, all of these before and after pictures in our underwear? Well, it's because we're wanting people to get in because they want to lose weight. That's what this is about. So it is very unorganized.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Like, they post before and afters because they want people to realize they might lose weight, but without saying those words. They don't want it to be weight loss. They want it to be energy and excitement and yippee dippy, yippee shitty crap. Another thing I thought was funny, and this is directly from their Telegram. About Oktoberfest, and I have it pulled up right here for everyone to see on their why. So, the goal of Oktoberfest is growth. We all see that. It says to grow your network, to grow your lead list, to grow your team, to grow your belief, and to grow your vision. How in the hell is this going to grow your belief and grow your vision? We've talked about this before, Erin, but for everyone else, whenever I think of this, I see this tacked onto everything multi-level marketing. Belief and vision, growth and belief and vision. And to me, what it shows is you're never going to be good enough. You aren't good enough right now. You have to continue to grow your belief and your vision. And in my experience with Arbonne, even in 13 months, which is super quick for literally anyone to qualify for the top 2%, I still didn't have enough belief and vision. Because when I hit it, it wasn't like, oh my gosh, I made it. Like, oh my God, that's incredible. I thought I would have that feeling. It was like, all right, now let's go all the way. Now you need to do this because you need more belief for the next level. You need more vision for the next level. You need more of this. It was like, so I'm still not enough.
I'm going to say this, and I think that the belief and the vision is built into the defense mechanism of MLMs, so that when somebody fails in their eyes, quote unquote fails, by the way, it's not you, it's the business model. Okay. But when somebody fails in their eyes, they can say they didn't believe enough, or they didn't have a big enough vision, or they were lazy, or they didn't work. But that's not typically the case. Typically, these people are working hours and hours a day, and I think that I'm going to get off on a tangent here,
Go for it.
But I love our tangents. I do think that this is built in as a defense mechanism for MLMs, so that when people are like, oh, well, they left after 13 and a half years, clearly they didn't know how to be successful, or clearly they weren't working, or clearly they didn't have enough belief in the company, in the team, in the products. Clearly they didn't have a big enough vision. Well, that's not the case. The belief and vision do not build a business. Structure, processes, systems, studying the analytics of whatever it is that you're doing, all of a business plan is what moves your business forward, not belief or vision. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think of that?
When I think belief and vision, I think that's a very personal thing. If you have a team that you work with in your business, great. But in MLMs, it's not. They act like it's a team, but it's not.
Yeah. It's a competition.
It is a competition, exactly. And so when your uplines or people above you are trying to grab a hold of your belief and vision and telling you that you don't have enough, that's just them manipulating you so that they can have control and power over you, so that you can read more books, so that you can work harder. That's the biggest one I see, is like, you need to put in more work. They make you feel as though you need to put in more work and work harder. They make it to the point of, for me, of complete exhaustion. I was so exhausted from always reading personal development books,
Oh,
always thinking about every person I meet, would they fit the business, would they fit the business, would they fit the business, every person I met. That's exactly how it was. And it was exhausting. Would this person be my ace? Would this person be my ace? Would this person be my ace? That's how it was all the time. And it just makes you feel less than for them to say, you need more belief, you need more vision. This is a play. And for them to say this now, all they want is for you to pay $20. They say your belief and your vision is going to grow, but all you're doing is paying $20. That's all you're doing.
Yeah.
This blatant manipulation. There's just no way around it. They're using the word vision and belief. So you'll pay $20 to join Oktoberfest. It's
called Oktoberfest. I forgot about that. It's called October. Well, I mean, it's October. Like, that's cool, whatever. But yeah. I think it's time that we debunk some of these things. Like, let's talk about some issues, because I know debunking is your like favorite thing.
To debunk is my second middle name. I have two
love language.
My love language. Debunking is yes, absolutely.
Let's talk about some of the things that we see from this that might be like real issues. I'll go first. I feel like that's a TikTok sound. Tell me you don't know how to run a business without telling me you don't know how to run a business. I'll go first. Okay. So here's one thing that I see as a real issue. You have this group that was started in 2017 and marketed as a free tool, a free resource for people that are keto, whether it's recipes, science, before and after pictures, products, like all of this stuff, right? It's got over 600,000 people that have been added since 2017. And not everybody is going to participate. And when I say not everybody, I mean all of the promoters that are in that group that have been adding people to this group over the years are not going to participate. So from what I am hearing, allegedly, if you have somebody that is a promoter in the group and they did not pay the $20 and one of their customers or their leads is participating in the giveaway and happens to win because that promoter didn't pay the $20, this customer that's been in this group for however long, maybe they have bought product, maybe they've bought trials or whatever, but because this promoter didn't pay to play, this customer that's been in this group for whatever period of time will not win. So to me, I kind of feel like, well, how do they decipher this? Like, are they because you can trace how they were added or who they were added by, I guess I should say, and they can trace the upline.
So maybe it's not like random.
I'm just wondering if it's kind of rigged to support the social media shout outs. And I know you'll probably talk about that here in a few. But I'm just wondering if it's kind of rigged in a sense to support the people that are supporting the vision. You know?
In my opinion, knowing Jessie, in my opinion, allegedly, in my opinion, it sounds like it could be. I mean, because when you think about it, Jessie very much supports the people who support her.
Yeah.
Who do what she says.
Yep.
Who are her minions, I guess you can call them, like from Despicable Me, like the little minions.
I love that movie.
It's so good. I love it too. Good. I love number 1 and 2. They're so good. I don't know. It's funny. I'm interested. I wonder if we will get to find out who wins and we can see maybe, who was the person that. It's an interesting thing to think about. Like, how will they choose? Well, are they going to put every single one of those names into a hat and pull one out? I don't know about that.
Yeah. Well, and I think they probably will have some kind of a time frame, like comment in the next 24 hours or in the next few hours or whatever, and then shut off the comments on the live or whatever, so that they can go through and just verify everybody and filter out, oh, well, your promoter didn't pay to play. So your name doesn't go in the drawing, but I guarantee you they're not telling the people this in the group.
Yeah. And pretty much she's just not making money off those customers and off the people who aren't paying to play. So why would she give them anything?
Exactly.
She's not making anything from them.
Yeah. And there's got to be filtering that's happening in the comments because of this very reason. because they're not going to lose money on, they're not going to give stuff away to people that there's no buy-in. I mean, they're just not going to, I know that they're not going to do it. So the other thing that I think is a real issue is that they are promoting this all over the different social media platforms. And I know for a fact that TikTok is like, oh, we're not going to do MLMs. Granted, they're not really upholding their own guidelines, but they're promoting it everywhere like there's no buy-in. But you're going to be pitched the MLM product or the MLM, business opportunity. And I think that that's super annoying. I'm just going to say that. What do y'all think in the comments? Let us know.
I agree. I think it's really annoying. Especially because I've seen the same video 100 times. Like you see every person from Pruvit, and I will be doing a video soon on TikTok and MLMs and how actually MLMs are manipulating TikTok to promote, to grow their business. They've actually specified days that they do certain things on TikTok, and it's crazy to see it going down like that. But they've learned how to manipulate TikTok, and yeah.
And by the way, Pruvit's days were Tuesdays, TikTok Tuesdays.
Yeah. One part that gets me the most though is the fact that when you really look at it benefits Jessie Lee the most. It benefits her the most. Think about it. Like you mentioned earlier, allegedly she's putting in $10,000 towards gifts. And then other promoters are putting in $20 towards gifts. And also, we said $20,000 giveaway, which is what they say. But also they say 15 in the Oktoberfest telegram. And then they say 25,000 on another thing. Who knows, right?
So confused by that. Like, which number is it?
No idea. But I do know that Jessie Lee's likely writing. She is definitely, in my opinion, writing off that $10,000.
Well, and then the $20 that are probably being sent to her because she's probably the one buying all the gifts. So even though these promoters are putting $20 in, it's all under her account. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and she's going to write all of that off too, even though that wasn't her money to begin with. It's shocking for the average person. It's not shocking for Jessie Lee.
I think that's very well put.
Thank you. And who gets all the social media shout outs, Erin?
We all know.
Jessie.
We all know.
All of them. Speaking of social media, she does need those shout outs though to grow her social media, because our good friend Chelsea, we love her.
Shout out to Chelsea.
Yeah, shout out to IMCC Suarez. If you don't know her, you should at this point. Please go look at her YouTube.
Facts.
You'll go look at her YouTube and go, what? I didn't know her. That's crazy. She proved that Jessie bought followers. And when Instagram started taking down followers that were like fake or like bots, essentially, that were bought by people to look like a bigger following, she lost over 100,000 followers. So speaking of that, Erin introduced me to something called Social Blade. And Erin told me about Jessie Lee's Social Blade. Erin, could you tell us a little bit about that? Yeah.
So I'm a total kind of geek when it comes to like analytics and stuff. I didn't know that until I stepped away from MLM, and it's been kind of a cool process. And Social Blade is a site where you can pull up the analytics, and this I learned from Chelsea. So again, shout out to Chelsea. I am CC Suarez on YouTube, because I didn't even know this was a thing. And you can pull up anybody's Instagram, you can pull up anybody's Twitter, anybody's YouTube channels, and you can see the analytics. And so that was the screenshots that Chelsea actually was putting out in her stories. And I was like, whoa, what is this? And so I started to look at that for myself as I was building YouTube and also for my Instagram channel. And so it's been really interesting to pull up some of hashtag's information. Her Instagram, let me pull it up. She's averaging average daily followers minus 108 a day. So average daily followers, she's in the negative, minus 108. And I think that that's probably Instagram, there it is, getting rid of some of the bots, from buying followers or a giveaway or whatever was going on. But like when you look at it, when you pull up, and I'm looking down because I'm looking at the report, if you will, I don't know what to call it, and you can see like she's losing followers. And why are we even talking about this? Because I feel like with MLMs in particular, the way that you look on social media is so important. If you look successful, if you're posting the cars, and I'm saying this because I used to do this stuff too, right? So this isn't just me pointing the finger at anybody else. It's me saying, well, this was like, I did the same thing. I never bought followers, nor will I ever buy followers. However, this shows the level of influence not being exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm wording that kind of weird, but when you look at this report, you can see the loss of followers, minus 109, minus 133, minus 54. You know, she's losing on average 108 followers every single day, you know? And I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I will say I was surprised about this one. I was a little surprised about this one. Whenever Chelsea exposed it, I was like, wow, damn. Because,
Same.
you know, it's one thing to like just be like a bad person. It's another thing to just lie to everyone.
Yeah.
To just lie about your whole brand, which I genuinely think she did and does. Just lie about her entire brand. And this is a horrible thing, especially for like deals you make with other brands who want to like have you do an ad or something like that because of your follower count and because of your influence. She didn't actually have that. She's lying about that.
Yeah.
And so that sucks for those brands and those businesses who want to do some kind of work with her because it's fake. I was a little surprised about that one. I was like, I mean, she's a bad person and all, but damn, she's also an obsessive compulsive liar. It's crazy.
Yeah. I know, it is crazy.
It blows my mind. And you know, the last part of the benefits when it comes to Jessie Lee that bothers me, I think this one might bother me the most, Erin, is when someone gets a new team member from this whole giveaway, great. Cool. I mean, I'd prefer them not to join, obviously, but cool, they get one new team member, that's great. If 450 people do that, Jessie gets 450 new team members.
Yeah. That adds up. That's a big increase in your paycheck, if you will.
We have to remember that this is Jessie Lee's downline. This is not Pruvit. This is Jessie Lee.
Yeah.
This is her group, her empire. It's all to benefit her. Now, maybe some other people, you know, it trickles up. So maybe a few other people closer to the top benefit. But she ultimately gets the most benefit out of all of it.
Yeah. Which is all MLMs, right? The top people are the ones that really benefit off of the backs of the 99%. Like, this is no different.
Exactly right.
We're talking about ethics. And I know, like, you and I, when we were putting this together, we were like, oh my gosh, it's like straight out of the policies and procedures. So I think you should share what you found in the policies and procedures, specifically around ethics.
If you are a sub of mine, you know how much I love policy and procedures and
comp plans,
income disclosure statements. I mean, because it's just directly from the company, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If someone gets mad at it, don't come to me. I didn't do anything. I just showed it. So if you prove it,
thank your company.
Talk to your company. People on TikTok all the time are like, oh my gosh, this is such a lie. This is a lie. And I'm like, well, talk to your company. I didn't do anything. I just showed the truth or the lie from your company. It's fun. I always like doing that. So this is from Pruvit's policy and procedures, and it's under 1.2 Code of Ethics, and it's letter C. It says Pruvit endorses the following Code of Ethics. So there's a couple I want to point out, and I want to talk about the second one first. It says a promoter shall strive to resolve business disputes, including conflicts or disagreements with upline and or downline organization promoters with tact, sensitivity, and goodwill, and taking care not to create additional conflict. And then number 1 says a Pruvit promoter must show fairness, tolerance, and respect to all people associated with Pruvit. What? Let Erin, I know you have a lot to say about this. I would love to hear it.
Yeah, let me just make sure I heard this correctly.
I'm so sorry.
So in Pruvit's policies and procedures, under code of ethics, which you guys can all Google, policies and procedures, Pruvit code of ethics, you can look this up all for yourself, comes straight from Pruvit. What I'm hearing you say is that they encourage conflict resolution. They encourage, they may not have worded it this way. They encourage basically not smear campaigning people. They encourage,
do not block, do not delete them, especially if they're like still a part of the team. You know what I mean? Like, and when they leave, don't talk shit about them. They don't even just encourage it. I would say they say you have to follow these rules. It says must.
Which definitely is not happening. And might I also add, it is not happening because I was blocked far before I spoke out about against MLMs. And I can give you specific examples of people that also were in the same boat, that were a part of the team, where she was earning income off of their time, energy, and effort, but she blocked them because they had a different opinion.
I have a prime example from one of my YouTube videos. Someone who is still in Pruvit, who still sells for Pruvit, who's a friend of mine now. I'm telling you, I don't hate people in MLMs.
I feel like we should be like, hi, friend.
Shout out to our friend. I don't know if she wants us to like say her name or not.
And
but she commented on one of my videos, said, Jessie Lee was my hype girl until I supported Erin Bees. This is Erin Bees, by the way.
Hi, friends.
On her content regarding human design and also venting about things about MLM I didn't agree with. I was immediately blocked and deleted from all groups, i.e., and this is what gets me. She stole all of my leads that I added in there. They did not reach out to talk to me as a friend nor a business partner. It's petty and unethical, and I can't wait to expose more of the bullshit.
And you know what happens to those leads?
Do they go to Jessie?
They go to whoever she wants them to go to.
I was about to say, she just gets to distribute them.
Yeah, there's a rule where in that group that if you add somebody, you always refer back to that promoter. So let's say somebody responds to one of the giveaway posts, or one like a before and after picture, or a recipe or whatever. You're supposed to refer that lead or customer back to the original promoter. But what happens is when somebody is blocked from that group, all of their leads, let's say that they interact on a post and you can't trace back to where they're from necessarily. And so it's one of those things where it's like, well, you found it, so you go ahead. Well, who's finding the majority of this stuff? It's probably the moderators and the admins that are referring people back. So in my opinion, the moderators and the admins are the ones that are getting all of these leads from the people that are blocked. And she's like, well, just, you found it. Just go ahead. You close that customer, whatever. Yeah. So is stealing happening? Yes. And it has been for a very long time.
Absolutely. And I bet if I looked for that in Pruvit's policy procedures, I could probably find a rule saying that you cannot take other people's leads, or you cannot take.
I wonder. Yeah, there probably is.
I know that's how it was in Arbonne. It was like, if that is someone's customer, if that is someone's potential customer that they've already talked to, they've already had the conversation, you do not take them. Yep. That's not your customer. People can get in trouble for that.
Yeah. And I don't know if you've seen this too, or if you guys let us know in the comments if you've seen this too, but I do feel like if you are an influencer on social media, because we're talking about the code of ethics, we're talking about the policies and procedures. And I feel like if you are an influencer, or if you're somebody that is bringing in a lot of revenue for that company because you're a social media influencer, the rules don't necessarily apply to you. And I feel like that's kind of what we're seeing here. And I could list a number of people on TikTok that are breaking in some way, shape, or form Pruvit's policies and procedures. But because they're an influencer and they're bringing in revenue, in my opinion, they're allowed to do kind of whatever they want. For example, you're not allowed to have your own merch when it comes to being a promoter in Pruvit. I wanted to do that at one point. I mean, I have my own now, but I wanted to do that when I was a part of Pruvit. I wanted to do it for like my smart chip customers and stuff like that. And they were like, no, you can't do that. But when you go to some of these link trees that you see on TikTok or any social media platform of these influencers, they all have their own merch. Scott D. Henry does, and he's in Pruvit. What is her name? Brittany Jade.
Brittany Jade?
I think so. Right. She has like all of these people, like these influencers on TikTok. By the way, they're under one person. I'll spill the tea on that later, but maybe that's another video that we do, Julie Joe. The rules don't apply to them because they have that influence or because they got into the company, at the beginning. The rules don't necessarily apply to them. Oh, well, for the people that don't have a large following, these are the rules and you have to uphold them. But if you're an influencer, you can kind of do whatever you want. It's so annoying.
What everyone is thinking is what I'm thinking right now.
Right.
Like,
what are you guys thinking? I'm curious.
Let me know below. Comment below, because I bet it's the exact same thing I'm thinking.
Yeah, probably.
Something that this makes me think of, the 20K giveaway or 15K or 25K, whatever it is. How are other giveaways done? For me, what I've experienced with other giveaways is you tag a friend, you like the post, maybe you share it on your story. You never have to go into a private Facebook group. You never have to watch a video about a company or being a part of this company or their products and like comment a phrase or a word showing that you were there. I've never had that experience. And I've done many giveaways because I never win them, but I know that one day I might. So I've never had to do this kind of giveaway, to be a part of a legitimate giveaway. What about you? What's been
I think the majority of the giveaways that I see are exactly like you said. Comment below, tag a couple friends, make sure that you're following us on social media, maybe sharing your stories, those types of things. But I don't typically see this happening in a private group where you're bombarded by, their pitch on the product or the opportunity or whatever. I don't even like calling it an opportunity because it's really not. The business, you're pitched on the business. Maybe that's better said because it's really not an opportunity. And by the way, that's how I feel about that.
I liked that. Same.
Same.
Same. It's just like if it sounds too good to be true, probably is.
Absolutely.
Probably is.
Yeah. Speaking of if it sounds too good to be true, can I share something with you really quickly?
Absolutely. Okay.
So as I was diving into learning about YouTube, learning how it works, and especially after I was monetized, which is really exciting, I have realized, I don't know if you probably already know this, Julie Joe, but did you know that Jessie Lee's YouTube is monetized?
Yeah, looking at her follower count or her subscribers.
So why is this an issue? Why am I even bringing this up? So have you heard of their training bot called Betty the Bot?
I haven't.
Okay, good. So this is a bot. I think it's through ManyChat. It could be a different platform, but that is an example of kind of the software or whatever that you use, the system that you use.
Betty the Bot.
Betty the Bot. It's their training system. So essentially what it is, you interact on Messenger through her, I think it's a business page linked to her personal page. And I could be off a little bit on that because but you interact in Messenger, you get a code from, what is it with them having codes? Like, is this like a cult, like a secret society? Like, I don't understand. Anyways, you get a code from your leader that allows you to access the next video. Then you go back to the leader and you tell them whether it's your goals or whatever it's asked you to do, put a post up or those types of things. And so you do that, you tell your leader, they give you the next password. There's multiple steps. here's the thing. Here's ethically what I have an issue with, because hashtag talks all the time about how she does free training for her people. I'm a servant leader. I train them. I mentor them. Whatever. Why are these videos linked to your YouTube channel that is monetized? So whenever somebody joins that team, their people are trained to send them through this bot, through this monetized YouTube channel. She's making money.
So they are made to have to go watch the videos.
Yes.
Every person that goes through that.
Every single person. And not just like Jessie Lee's direct people, everybody. Through a monetize, like I need y'all to focus on this for a second, because what is being said.
She have to lie about it. Like, I mean, like you said she does free training for her whole team. It's free, but she's monetized on YouTube.
Yeah.
And, you know, allegedly she has this Betty the Bot thing. She sends everyone who signs up through this Betty the Bot, and they have to watch those training videos on her YouTube. But her training videos are monetized, so she gets paid when they watch it.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
Oh, and then they're encouraged to watch it multiple times. So anytime they, like, think about this, anytime they are relaunching their business, right? Let's say that life happens or whatever, and they're like, I'm just going to relaunch my business. By the way, I hate that term. I think that is disgusting. Like, business happens like this. It is what it is. However, they are encouraged to watch it multiple times. I wonder why they're encouraged to watch it multiple times. It's because it's coming through a monetized YouTube channel.
Why does she have to lie? I mean, well, it's because she's an obsessive compulsive liar, in my opinion. I guess it makes sense. But I mean, we're monetized. We make money. We put in the work. You know, we spend hours doing our videos, getting them ready, preparing them, filming, editing. If she does the same, she should get paid too.
Agreed.
Why does she have to lie?
Yeah, but don't lie about it. Just be honest. Yeah, it's monetized because I put the videos together. All right, cool. But don't claim that you're training your team for free and that you're this servant leader and all of this stuff when you're getting paid. And I don't care if it's $1. I don't care if you make $1 in a year off of your monetized YouTube channel. If you're sitting here claiming that you train your team for free, but your YouTube channel where the training comes through is monetized,
absolutely,
the lie detector determined that was a lie.
Absolutely. Why does she, my question, why does she have to make herself, why is she trying to make herself look better? Like, you look better when you tell the truth.
Agreed.
Always.
Always. And the truth always comes out.
Yes, the truth always comes out.
Yeah.
Oh, Betty. Betty the Bot.
Oh, Betty.
I love Betty the Bot. I'm thinking I'm gonna make I might make a merch called Betty the Bot. I want to do something with that.
Oh my God, that's funny.
I might make a cup that has like a robot on it, and I'm gonna put, "Hi, my name is Betty.
Just call me Betty.
Just call me Betty." Oh my God, imagine. She would lose her mind. That's all we have, Erin.
That's it. We're good. We're done. That's it.
That's the video.
Well, at least for this one, we have a whole series that we're planning together, which I think is going to be super fun.
Yeah, that's it for this video. But yeah, there's an entire series ahead. So just know that there's much more to come. Also, don't forget the special, I think it's special, Erin. I don't know.
I think it's special.
We put this together. We took time to really make this compilation 10 out of 10. We hope everyone enjoys this compilation.
Yes.
So without further ado, I hope you have the best morning, afternoon, evening, and night.
Don't join an MLM and don't buy off on this giveaway thing. And if you see it on social media, report it, especially if it's on TikTok. Okay, thanks.
And well, I guess we'll see you next time, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Bye, everyone. Enjoy.
Whatever she wants to do with her life, it is her life. Why does it matter? Right? So many of us want to get pulled into the crap. Why? Why don't you just stay in your lane? The reason I'm successful is because I am constantly uplifting people. I am constantly motivating people. I'm constantly inspiring people. I'm constantly spreading only peace, love, and positivity.
Would you like to compare anything about our lives? Because I will 100% guarantee I want nothing to do with your life. I like this comment because I think you're being sassy. But I'm guessing you don't know that I was top in your company and I left because the compensation plan was so bad. You're in direct sales. I'm in network marketing. You're not the same.
GPS connected.
Oh, that's my police radar because I do everything fast. So since you speak, my first company, that is like the equivalent of 137 executive directors in 3 years. Your whole company doesn't have that many, baby. Sorry, I'm having a difficult time hearing you. My Lamborghini exhaust is a little too loud. Could you say it a different way?
First of all, I said, they're like, well, you never talk about her. I'm like, what is there to talk about? I have nothing to say. Literally.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please leave me
not know what you are talking about, quite frankly. And I want to say that officially. You do not know what you are talking about.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit,
no. Oh, no.
activate. Holy Spirit, activate. 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 All right, let's go.
She hates her life. It is so obvious to me. They hate their lives. Why would I get in a drama triangle and throw a bunch of negativity and a bunch of stuff that will then bring down my vibration and cause me anxiety? No, thank you.